Hello folks, and welcome back. And if you watched the last video, you know what this video is about. We are taking care of a project here at the house that we have been neglecting for quite some time, and it's time to do it. I'm sick and tired of dealing with a wet, soupy mess of a driveway and just a yard. You know, the worst thing is when you have this equipment, usually your stuff is what gets neglected because you're working, you're paying for this equipment, you're making money, you're doing jobs for other people. But today I'm doing a job for myself. Will I finish it today? I'd love to, but we'll have to wait and see because Ashley's inside working right now and I'm on daddy duty. He's over there ready to help me. But here's what we're doing. So when we bought this place, basically the only spot to park was where the Chev is sitting. There was nowhere else to park. It was a one-lane parking spot. You came up, you turned in here, and that was it. None of this was here either. So this was all after the fact. I did all this work. There's a huge drop-off over there. We're talking like a 12-foot grade difference from over there to here. So there was lots of work involved. But obviously we need a spot to park. We needed a garage, all that stuff. So I widened this out, and when I widened that out, we got a lot of water problems coming off the hill. We got water coming in the back of the house, coming into here. So I dug this ditch just to hold the water until we were able to direct it where I want it. So what I'm gonna do now is I am going to dig a ditch, and I got culverts, I've got clear stone, I've got gravel. We're gonna get this water out of here, down there. So that's gonna be project number one for this water. My idea, when it's done, is to dig a little trench. Let's see how much water it is. First, I'm gonna dig a hole here, fill it with clear stone, act like a wet well. So the water will go into it, it will fill up, and if it gets to a certain point, then it will disperse out. If that happens, then I'm going to dig a little trench down to the woods, and I'm gonna line it with clear stone, put some fabric down so we don't get weeds and stuff growing in it. And it will look nice, you know, coming down here. We're gonna either do a rock wall here or just gradually slope this down and then seed it. This will be gravel. But today's project is to get that water out of here. There's water laying in here, and it's all because of this. There's just nowhere for the water to go. Water will always find its easiest point to exit. Right now, that is here and over top of the driveway once the water gets to a certain level. So I got 3 culverts. I got 60 feet of culvert. I'm gonna measure it out here in a second and find out where my end point will be. It's probably gonna be somewhere right around here is what I'm thinking. Right down through here. So I got my main man ready to help me. He's the boss. I got the gear. And it's not snowing, so what more could you ask for? All right, so we got step 1 done. I didn't get any footage because I had Bauer sitting on my lap in that, and then in that. It's a little hard to record when you got a young fella on your lap, but got the trench dug. So I'm gonna leave both ends exposed, this end and that end, by like 2 feet because I'm going to rock the ends, but I'm not gonna have time for that today. I gotta go pick out some nice rocks and stuff for the ends. But we got the trench dug and it's ready to go. So I know it doesn't look like there's much water right now, but obviously you could see the water that was laying here before. There is quite a bit of water that comes down off this hill and from around there and catches this, especially obviously when it rains. This fills and it overflows on top of the driveway. But anyway, we're ready to put this pipe in. I just grabbed 8-inch. That's all I need for this. Got the clear stone put around the pipe, basically act as a French drain, and rock the ends, and that's going to be all there is to it. So eventually I think we're going to build like a rock wall along this side, like 2 or 3 rocks high, you know, 2 or 3 feet high or whatever. Obviously taper it down as it comes to here It's definitely steeper over there, and it's a huge drop over there. But yeah, the skid steer worked awesome for moving the pile out of the way. I'll definitely use the skid steer to put the clear stone in, and then put the Class A on top. I'll even use the skid steer for putting the fill on top of the clear stone. So the skid steer is definitely coming in handy, that's for sure. It's a lot quicker than using that thing. But anyway, I guess now it's time to throw this pipe in and start filling the clear stone. Okay, well, I got the pipe in. I started covering up the first 2 sections because I didn't exactly dig this trench perfectly straight. So this one's got a bit of a bend into it. I had to jam the culvert inside the coupling, I'll call it, and I had to get some weight onto it. I'll blame that on Bauer sitting on my lap. Anyway, now we got all 3 lengths in, so now it's just time to jump in that thing, grab, spin, dump, grab, spin, dump, grab, spin, dump. So nice to have that. So nice. With the clear stone in here, water may never even ever come out of the culvert, but it's there just in case, because with this clear stone it will naturally just trickle through the clear stone as it is. All right, well, that made quick work of that trench. That is for sure. So we got loads and loads and loads of clear stone in here now. The water will literally just trickle right through this clear stone and just go away. We'll never have a bunch of water laying here ever again. So like I said, I'm gonna rock these ends. Eventually I'm gonna clean this ditch out once I have my trailer here. And this clear stone is gonna be the whole ditch. So I'm gonna bring the clear stone basically right up to the driveway grade and then just bring it up the hill, lay some fabric down. Might even cut this edge off and put some mulch up on top of the edge to hold the fabric in place, and you know, make this look nice. Right now it looks like crap, but baby steps, right? So anyway, I'm gonna jump in back in this thing. I'm gonna throw one more scoop of clear stone right here so I can see around the culvert, and then I'm gonna grab some of this stuff here, not that soupy stuff, but some of that stuff there, and filter on top and bring just below the grade for the Class A, and then Class A on top of this, make this section look pretty and never have to deal with water here ever again. I'm pretty pumped about that. We're ready for Class A. I'll probably back drag this a couple more times, try to get rid of a couple of these rocks here, but we're ready for Class A. So we got the clear stone down, we got some fill down. Like I said, I'm gonna rock these ends, so I'm not paying too much attention to that right now. Clean this up a little bit. Got this all back drug. I'm not gonna do too much over here and here because we've got like rock walls to happen here. We've got all kinds of stuff yet to do over here. So I'm not gonna be too picky with this because I'm just gonna rip it apart anyway, and that would just be, well, it wouldn't be smart. But we've got water flowing through the rock, so that's a good sign. Yeah, you can see it is coming out of the pipe too, so that's good. Drip drip drip, and it's coming through the rock. And again, I'm leaving this exposed because I'm going to rock these ends. This is all getting reshaped because this is where like the rocks are going to start, probably right around the culvert somewhere. And then I'm going to do a ditch with clear stone right down in front of the rock wall, direct the water away, so we won't have any soupy mess. This will be all getting reshaped, so I'm not being too fussy with this, but really getting used to the machine now. And you know, these things are all the same, but they're all different. And if you run equipment, you know what I'm saying. Like you learn after a few hours what it likes. So every skid steer, every excavator, they're the same, but they're different. There's just some things that they like to do, hydraulic wise, electrical wise, and I'm starting to learn this one and what it likes. You know, what it will allow me to do while I'm tracking, spinning, lifting bucket, you know, all that stuff. Starting to get the hang of this guy right here. But anyway, time to put some Class A down here and, you know, start to pretty this thing up a little bit. But I'm so happy to see this, because this just takes care of all this water problem that we've been dealing with for over a year now. And honestly, it was Friday, yesterday. I was like, I'm doing it, I don't care. Anyway, I ordered the gravel, got the pipe, and I said, I'm just making it happen. It's happening. Anyway, let's pretty this little section up. We'll leave this for now and probably continue out that way with the Class A. Okay, well, that is gonna do it for today. It's about 4:30 Saturday. Material's gone. Okay, so I started that on a Saturday of last week. Started and finished it. It is now Friday of the following week, and the outro didn't save, so here I am. But we just got a lot of rain here today and last night, like 30 to 40 millimeters. You can see the ditch obviously needs to be cleaned out, but it is not full and it's not overflowing in the driveway. A nice steady trickle flow to the culvert and then gone. And there is no longer a big soft spot right here. That's been taken care of. So I was able to use the skid steer, obviously use the 95 for digging the trench, and spread the gravel out. I ended up getting out there quite a ways with the gravel, so that's good. But we don't have a big wet spot here anymore. This is not anywhere near finished product. Trust me, this is just the start. But you can see down here how we've got a nice flow coming out of the pipe, coming through the stone, and away it goes. So this is just the start. Like I said, we're gonna end up, I sort of shaped this up roughly just to give my wife an idea that, you know, there's not necessarily a rock wall needed here. I can taper this down and it just seed it and be grass, be a nice gradual slope up. Put like a clear stone sort of swale all the way down to the tree line. Get rid of the water, you'd never have a wet spot here, and this would just be grass. So this is just roughed in. I did this with Bowers sitting on my lap, so this is not finished product either. But anyway, one project down. It's a good step. No more fighting water over here on this ditch side, so that's good. Anyway, folks, one notch off the belt. there's a lot more projects left to do, just here. I mean, I'm not even talking back to the cottage over at the other lake property, work, whatever, but just here there's so much more to do. But that is going to do it for this one. So until next time, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you then.